Welcome to Head to Head, episode 6754. I don't even know. Too drunk to care. But what I am not too drunk to care about is what we have against each other. We have two GTRs. We have the E46, or no, E92. No. E46 M3 GTR, inline 6, 9-speed sequential, versus R35 Nissan GT-R Egoist, I think 7-speed. I mean, two slightly different approaches. I mean, Nissan GTR actually two very different approaches to cars that have very similar stats. The Nissan GTR is all-wheel drive. It's heavier. It's got a twin-turbo V6 instead of a naturally aspirated inline-6. It has less gears. It is wider. And it has less tightly spaced gears. And it has fewer of them. Which makes you wonder how the acceleration ratings are identical. In fact, the only things that the only thing the two cars have in common on paper. Everything else, it's the GTR wins in top speed and off-road. M3 is a good deal lighter, more control, and it's apparently tougher, which is a little curious. So we'll do our standard litany of tests. Drag race in 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. GTR pulls hard out of the hole, but I don't know. M3 GTR has got the even more. It probably has like 456 rear gears or something stupid like that. But I have a feeling it's going to run out of steam. I also had a little bit better reaction time off the line, but... And there we go. That's pretty much it. I braked a little early, but it's obvious who's going to win that. So that's a little weird. So cars supposedly having the same acceleration. What mattered a lot was the weight. Yeah, the GTR put the power down better out of the hole, but it's a hell of a lot heavier. It just has probably at least 400 more pounds of weight to move, and boy, oh boy, do you feel it. So we'll see how we do on the GTR handles the dirt to tarmac much better. In fact, the GTR was able to go straight through the same dirt sections that I understeered and kind of hopscotched through. GTR also has a little bit better ground clearance, if only slightly, which certainly matters in matters like these. Now, of course, the M3 GTR has plenty of benefits, namely just better acceleration. Especially out of the hole in the mid-range. At the top, it runs out of steam, as usual. Gear ratios are just so short, but maneuverability, despite being about the same width, M3 GTR is just stupidly maneuverable. I mean, this is one of the few cars people say you can grip turn with, because it's almost as good as micro-drifting. It's a very, I guess, not noob-friendly car, because it makes it sound overpowered. I mean, in its class, some consider it overpowered. Even though Aero Adam's better on the short tracks. Way better, actually. And if you don't believe me, check the stats, which I think are here. Yeah, Aero Adam will kick this thing's butt crack on a short track. Terribly, might I add. But that's another story for another driver at another time. But as you can see, in the tighter, as soon as you start hitting turns with the GTR, you start to feel all that weight and that understeer. But I have a feeling once this road opens up a little bit, and/or I'm forced to do more dirt to tarmac transitions, the GTR is going to pull on me a little bit. Or at the very least, narrow the gap that's been slowly getting wider up to this point. I mean, look at how little speed this thing loses in turns. It's really good. Definitely drives like a race car. Yeah, it has all the problems of a race car as well. Zero ground clearance, really terrible off-road handling. Oh my goodness. Wow. No, GTR, I mean, I'm cracking 188, kind of stuck here. GTR will crack 205, but, yeah, it just takes a while to get there. But it will get there. Woo! Well, actually, since you seem to be so keen, you can go ahead and count it down if you want. That's right, even with your all-wheel drive, my car is just lighter. Of course I'm going to run out of steam. I'm already going 110, 20, 30, 40. This thing really loses speed in the dirt, though. And it pulls to the side that the tires are in the dirt on, which is a little weird. GTR's handling it well, though, so far. Oh, I'm in the dirt. Oh, no. Okay, that got... Ooh, I got lucky there. That normally would have been a wreck for me. Wow, I lucked out for sure. No, the Skyline really wouldn't have been. Yeah, it is a little bit lighter than the R35, but it has a lot less power. If you don't believe me, we can do R35. Or we can do GTR past versus present. Dibs on unless I don't know which one you have fully upgraded, but I'll just take whichever one you don't have. Oh, beautiful, beautiful drift. Really, definitely a race car. The way it handles those quick transitions. It's obvious here that the M3 GTR is going to win. Unless I choke, which, well, you know me. I mean, they call me Mr. Chokes on Dick for a reason, you know. Mr. CSD, Chokes on Dick, or CD. Whatever, I'm trying to make a South Park. Oh my god, I got lucky again. I keep making South Park references that don't make any sense. It's been a long day. The script writers have given up. I have given up. I've fallen into a bout of alcoholism. Not really, but... I think it's obvious where this lies. The fact that the GTR may be more useful across a more variety of situations. For example, dirt to tarmac. That is the biggest place where the GTR will outshine the M3 GTR. And top speed as well. I mean, especially on the longer races on the highways. Whoa! Wow, you guys recovered from that pretty good. Even murdered some pallets. Oh my goodness. But, I mean, as you see, the M3 GTR is the things it does better at are the things that matter in races: acceleration, maneuverability, proportions. You know, the M3 GTR does not handle the transitions between dirt to tarmac very well, but most tracks are exclusively on tarmac with very few dirt sections. I mean, the red shift I chose because I thought it would give the GTR R35 an advantage, but obviously it didn't. But like I said, this wasn't a very fair fight. Less fair than both of us thought, I suppose. I know, that could not beat this thing. You're on crack. Today's going to be battle, well, not really today. Tonight's going to be battle with the GTRs. We've got Germany's BMW M3 GTR. Oh, that's lovely. I just redo that. I was really fucking sloppy. Well, this car doesn't do well on dirt to tarmac. Now look at the GTR, just went straight across the dirt. Oh, shitter. I gotta cut that out. Oh my, god damn it. Anyway. Dude, I did. Oh god, I gotta splice these clips together. But yeah, as you've seen, the